Hello, hello, and welcome to the latest map from the Backlog. There's a campfire. Elmguard, Quexeth, let's go with Quexeth. Quexeth Challenger Dungeon. Map made by Piyotato and the Team 3/4, whoever they are. Monumenta people, I believe. Monumenta players. People of a Monumenta-esque background made a small little map. This is for 1.17. I'm using 1.17.1, which shouldn't be a problem. And immediately, as you may have noticed, and as I have definitely noticed, the hotbar and the inventory look weird. Let's see what we have going on. We have 10 out of 10 health, 10 out of 10 freezy, snowflakey things, and 0 purple thingamajiggies. We also have a thing that I can change. Health 10 plus 0 per kill. We have no armor, no tears, whatever that is. 100% speed, no luck. 10 mana. 100% cost modifier, cooldown modifier, distillate, whatever that is. Then we have set information, but I don't have any armor, which is presumably what that means. We have slots for rings, bands, amulets, and relics as well. I have no idea what any of these things are, but maybe we'll find out. Blocks. We have blocks. Ice axe. We have an ice axe. Weapon guide. Axe, like a dagger, but attack slowly with an axe. You may not attack quickly, but your attacks punch, critical hits deal plus 100 damage instead of plus 150. Oh boy, yes. We do have many advancements as well. Rings, bands, amulets, relics. We have an axe. This repeats the same information, but I can look it up again if I need to. Pretty cool. Enchantment list. Elemental defense. Elemental affinity. Aqua. Sure. And arcane machines. We have a bunch of things. New and interesting things. Alright, well. Torches are much the same. We got a pickaxe. Attack single enemy with no attack cooldown, pulls targets towards you. Use against ranged targets to pull them close. Sprinting cancels the effect. Okay, so pickaxes may be more effective weapons than usual. Good to know. Floating plant pot. Magical, mystical floating plant pot. Is there any wood around here? There's a bunch of wood. There's wood everywhere. Another pickaxe. Improvised. Improvised pickaxes. An ice shard. Target attacks rapidly, not randomly. Attacks rapidly and only hit one enemy at a time. Can disarm tripwire, slash cobwebs, and fight leaves. Put them up, put them up. Come on, you leaves. I can take you on. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I've done a great job of fighting the leaves, I'm sure. More blocks. Fight leaves. Oh boy. More torch, more torch. Torch. Make many torch. Have many torch. That's cool. Can't fill the other slots with junk. They can only contain what they're supposed to contain. Well, I sure do have a lot of pickaxes. Quexeth Challenger Dungeon. Ooh. That's a lot of information. Oh, and they die in one hit. There's a different looking spawner as well. coal spawner. Drops 0.2 distillate. Interesting. Are there going to be different tiers of spawner then? Certainly seems that way. Oh, and you take 2 hits. Gotta say, the little arrow in the hotbar is a little bit harder to spot than the giant glowing yellow square that's usually there. Okay, and this has no attack cooldown, and this definitely does. The axe seems a lot stronger though. And these are just dropping their blades. No ranged weaponry yet. It's just, that's exactly the same thing, isn't it? Yes. And a bed. Could have just taken the one from the start, but sure. Why not? Ah, Band of Undying. When killing an enemy, gain 1 health per level. Lifesteal 1. In it goes. And I'm up to 1 purple thingamajig, which is apparently distillate, I believe. Don't know what that's used for yet. We have a bow. We have several bows, in fact. Bow is the most basic ranged weapon. The longer you draw it, the more damage it does. Oh, really? Bronze helmet. Projectile protection 2, 2 armor, and minus 7% speed. Youch. Okay. Well, I guess I'll use it, but I'm not overly happy about the minus speed. And that's a lot of mobs. Yep. Mm-hmm. Suddenly mobs. And this is apparently real ice. Oh, good. Sphere. Looks to be a grave system of some kind, though. Get me out, please. No. Did not get me out. Well, this is going fantastically already. I do have half my usual amount of health. No, let's not actually go down there this time. Indeed. So maybe just shoot some stuff, get some health back that way. Ugh. 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 Die! Nope. This is really something. Really something. Get out of here. At least the graves give me back my loot quickly enough. Ah. Could... Ugh. How... do I do this? Anyway, let me finish that previous thought. I like the breath meter. It's a little white bar that shows up above the purple section. There it is now. Hi, bud. Yeah, you can't really hit me underwater. Let me out. At least let me put a torch on this thing, please. Maybe I should not have gone this direction first. This appears to have been a mistake. Anyone else? Ugh. Stop, please. Hopefully we come across some better lifesteal or something soon, because only having 10 health and restoring 1 health per kill is not good. And this thing... keeps spawning more stuff. Well, here I am. It's just me and the sunk cost fallacy here. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I need better things. It's not gonna happen. I cannot break that spawner. Things spawn too fast, pick breaks too slow. It's exactly the same thing I already have. Just in case you happen to have more than one player, I suppose. Right, well, let's try the other direction a little bit further and hopefully get some better stuff. Because, oh boy, that spawner. Can I put both of them on at once? No, I only have one band slot. If they were rings, I could, because I have 2 ring slots. A stick, spoon wheel, some string. I could make a bow if I did not already have one. Chest plate, good. And we have another one of the same. Yeah, as the chat says, I don't need to be carrying around more than 1 copy of these. The grave system is good. And the item is unbreakable. So the usefulness of me having more than 1 is extremely low. Leggings. I'll take those too. Snow and snowballs I don't need. Gapple, that's very useful. Inventory space, I have very little of it. Just ditch a bunch of the stuff that I don't need because it's all unbreakable. Ice ring. Frozen set. Elemental affinity. 5 blue icy thingies. I'm now extremely slow. One max mana. I don't even know what mana's for yet, but we have it. Stellate multiplier, +1 max health permanently. That is extremely good. What can I do with the blue? What can I do with the purple? What exactly does having this ice ring do for me? Elemental affinity depends on the equipped items. For every point of elemental affinity you have towards an element, elemental damage increases by 1%. Similarly, minus decreases by 1%. Provides resistance against that element with diminishing returns. Enemies have elemental affinities. Yep, I did notice them at the top. Weaknesses and strengths are also highlighted. Neutral elemental damage is 100. When damage is dealt, it is divided by the elemental defense, which gives rise to the effects discussed. There will be no effort made to expose specific values. Certain spells need elemental affinity to fall in a range. Also affects cooldown speeds. Okay, so basically I do more damage to certain enemies if they have a weakness to that elemental type, and I have gear of that elemental type. Not certain what all the symbols mean. But maybe I'll be able to figure it out over time. Exploration notes! The monument of the dungeon! There are sounds. Monument of the dungeon. 3 frozen altars, 3 gems you must recover, increasing difficulty. Aquamarine from the drowned cave, forest jade from the jade isles, and the fiery ember from the frostburn caves. Good luck. Well, this is certainly a thing. Healing and maybe doing some other stuff as well. What the? Ah, you convert my purple bar into actual purple things. Stand there, it pulls the distillate for you and converts it into distillate crystals. In the absence of players will absorb nearby crystals. You can pick it up by breaking it with an axe. Condensed essence of a life, turn to a neck bound to your soul, and kill enemies and break spawners. Creates crystals, and then presumably I can trade them for things. Yes, exactly. Cool. So I can upgrade my pick a bit. Sounds good. Like a closer look at that in more detail in a moment. We have what appears to be Nawata, however you pronounce the name of that game, style wand modifiers system. Noita? Something like that. And then we have and base. More blocks. More blocks. Keep the cobblestone, because I know I need that to trade it in a second. Blocks, and more blocks, and we have an ender chest as well. Alright, so step 1 is going to be upgrade this pick a little. For that, I need 3 stone, apparently. Gets me a reinforced improvised pickaxe, and then the next would be 12 distillate. I could upgrade my ice shard to an enchanted ice shard, leaf blade, dual leaf blade. Has some leaf elemental affinity. Nature's poison, whatever that is. Frostbite and echo. Overheated 2, that has some flame element on it. Rusty Greatsword. Bloodthirsty 7. And we have a bow upgrade as well. It adds flame and a bunch of flame elemental affinity. I can buy more pickaxes if I somehow run out of them. Smite 3 Paladin's Ring. Lifesteal 1. Ica Steel 1. Interesting. Magic Shielding. Rare Amulet increases distillate drops. That might be the first thing I get. Molten Coin. Reduces max health but increases attack speed. We've got Rampaging 2 or whatever that is, and adds a bunch of fire element. Polished steel knife. Iron battle axe. This is not the same armor I currently have. This armor has a reduced speed penalty and slightly more armor, yes. Then you have a bunch of wand stuff. And mana-based armor. Well, let's buy the thing which will allow me to buy more things. That seems like a pretty nice first thing that lets me get more things. It's good to have things. Alright, there's our monument at the back, it looks like. Behold, the magical stick crafted from the oak of a grand wood. Crafted from the oak of a grand wood and capped with polished enchanted gold. Used to channel mana, a form of life energy, into spells. Gain mana from landing melee hits on enemies and from mob kills. Insert a spell focus using the wand manipulator. Also break the wand manipulator by breaking it. By breaking it. We have a wand. Insert a foci into it with the wand manipulator. Right button or F to activate spell mode. And right button to cast equipped spells. Press left shift and right button to exit spell mode. Okay, so I can't use other items while I'm casting spells, and then I exit like that. Sure. And these all contain the same stuff, don't they? Yep. So you need one of them. Casting a spell has 3 requirements. You must meet the elemental affinity requirements, if any. You must have sufficient mana, and it must not be on cooldown. Simple enough. Should a projectile of null elemental projectiles, barrage of null elemental projectiles, even the damage enemies push them back slightly and slow them down momentarily. 0.5 cooldown, 2 thingamies, instantly recover health. Or non-elemental plus that damages enemies, pushes them back slightly and slows them down momentarily. Let's just go with the first one. Or I can do all 3, can't I? But then it'll be... Well, will it be quite expensive, or can I cycle through them? That is the question. I can cycle through them. Fine. Good. Okay. So we can do a pulse, we can do a heal, we can do a barrage. It's pretty cool. Magic shield from this thing. Grants 50% damage reduction, lasts 1 hit. We've got a absorption shield that degrades over time, basically. As a magic shield is equal to a third of your maximum health. Okay. Let's see if I can't break that with a spawner at this point. Leave no stone unturned, as it were. Have a slightly better pickaxe and some much better armor. And a cool wand. So hopefully we can achieve that now. Wrong way. Left here. And our extra bit of health and shielding, of course, from the emitter. As I've chosen to call it. There we go. Yep, I killed it. Nice. Phoenix Dagger. It has fire. Ignis. Sage of Fire. Cool. And deals extra damage to frozen zombies. Of course, of course. Makes perfect sense. Well, this map certainly has many, many more interesting mechanics than I was expecting. I am, thus far, very impressed. And I'm almost dead just from fall damage. Let's go back to the thingy, and it should heal me, I think. If I wait around long enough. There we go. Get those shields restored. And I'm off in this direction. See, I can fight leaves with or without a weapon for fighting leaves. That's perfectly capable. Hello. Yep, you got a lot more health. But I have the perfect weapon. Okay, get up here. I just had a run-in with a gold spawner, it's fine. Speaking of which, let's actually see. Yep, there's definitely something in between. Iron spawner, probably. Gold spawners have half detection range, but spawns vastly more enemies at a faster rate. I noticed. Without an additional player, it stores an additional spawn attempt every 10 seconds, and instantly releases the enemies when a player enters its range. Okay. That's why I got completely swarmed when I first approached it then. And we have our thingamies again. Increase all of the numbers. The numbers, what do they mean? They mean good times. The armor I do not need. We have a new spell, bombard enemies in a radius with a parabolic non-elemental projectile. A very fancy word, parabolic. Very impressive. And Ring of Strength, plus 5% speed, and plus 1 ranged and melee damage. Wonder how they managed the ranged part of that effect. Melee damage is trivial to increase, ranged damage is not. Okay, and I can't put more than 3 into this because it only has 3 spell slots. So I can get rid of Pulse and replace it with Bombard. Sure. Never even used Pulse, but I will assume that maybe this is better. Who knows? Well, I can have 4 shields now and not 3 as well, because ice keeps melting, because 12. Alright, do not place torches that close to the ceiling. Otherwise water is made. Drowned Cave, Evergreen Cave, Allium Cave. Creepers. Frozen creepers. Also weak to fire. You'll break the one craft tables and take them with you. Yes, that's a good idea. One system is definitely inspired by Noita. You cannot convince me otherwise. It's practically identical bubble. That is a slightly poor omen, because that is not a game that I am very good at. Right, let's see. Okay, so it's a shotgun, basically. Yeah, barrage is better. Whoop. Okay. And heal me. Of course. Frozen bow is not going to help terribly against the frozen enemies. Torch. I wish I had a shield, but that is clearly not going to happen, because our shield slot doesn't even exist. It's being used as a button instead, and that's a charged creeper. Okay, it does not appear as if that goes through walls. Good to know. Yeah. Charged frozen creeper. Me through, please. Well, getting a fair bit of currency out of this, at least. Eh. Swing and a miss. And you missed as well. Well, it's just fine then. Ugh. Further back than I thought. Nope. Nope, no, 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 no. Okay, get out of the leaves. Leave me alone. Up and to the right. Can I put a kind of shield up for a second so I can... Can't reach. Now I can reach. More of them over there. That's the one that kept trying to shoot me. Don't know. God, I have so much junk. Junk. I'm not gonna need all these mob drops, am I? It's not that kind of a map. It's really just torch making supplies. Area 2, Area 1. That's a lot of charged creepers. Are you two not gonna fight each other? Whoops. Deselect the wand. That made the mobs not fight each other. What witchcraft is this? What is this? Why mobs no infight? Yes. Attempting to fight drowned mob with flame sword. As one would hopefully have thought if one had a little bit more time to think about it. Not a great idea. You're not an ice mob, you're a water mob, and therefore bad things happen. And I would like to get past, thank you very much. I didn't even get a heal because it died from the fire. Rubbish. Right. Get close to break that. Yep. Yeah, these are taking very little damage from the fire sword. Or they just have a lot of health. I think it's a combination of both. Is this modded or even a CTM? Is this modded? No. This is completely vanilla. Shockingly enough, I know, it looks very modded. It isn't. I installed nothing. Is this a CTM? Yes, it has a monument. There are 3 slots in which to put things. It's definitely a CTM. It does look very different from the norm, though. Well, that guy took a surprising amount of damage from that sword swing. drowned soldier. Not so much. They are all just kind of stuck dithering in the water because the drowned AI is pretty bad. So we have that. Yeah, the bow is a lot better though. Bow actually does some damage. Ooh. Frozen leggings. Don't mind if I do. They do not have minus speed on them, which immediately makes them better in my book without even looking at anything else. And the ice axe is definitely doing a better job than the flame sword in this case. There we go. Oh, and we have a full set of frozen armor. Well, the lucky mob drop suddenly feels a lot less lucky. And we get a set bonus for that? Yes, I do. Minus speed for the frozen set. But a lot of ice affinity. Minus fire affinity. You got it. There's elemental damage. This sword does fire damage. This bow does ice damage. This armor protects me from ice, I think. And then there's a wand. Woo! Mechanics! Anyway, I'm going back to exchange my purple bar for money now, and maybe I can buy some things with it. Does that sound good? That sounds good. What can I do with 8 things? I could get an enchanted ice axe. Okay, that's cool. If I had a second phoenix feather, I could merge them together into something better. Good to keep in mind, perhaps. I definitely need the lifesteal, at least for now. Bronze armor. What other spells do I have? Water Jet does aqua damage. 5. Absorption, basically. 3 magic shield. Trifecta of Ignis Beam, Ice Beam, and Natura Beam? Yeah, I think that is indeed my priority, though. Let's dump some things that I don't need, then I'll read all about it. Let's do that. I do not need the bed. Let's go with that. Extra, read all about it. Frostbite 3, Echo 2. I can see we have an echo symbol on the left, to the left of the green shieldy thing. We have an echoey thing. And Frozen. Frozen enemies have reduced speed and damage. They lose 50 Ignis defense and 25 Aqua defense. Taking Ignis damage reduces the duration by 5 seconds. The enemy deals Ignis damage, it breaks out the frost twice as fast. Or if it has Aqua defense, it breaks down twice as fast. Cool, I guess. We'll see what that actually means in practice. What's the Allium Cave, then? If that way is Area 3 and that way is Area 1 and 2. Yes, hello. Just put up a little bit of a wall for half a second. Can I break this now, please? There we go. Is that something not generating properly, or is that actually just suddenly a bunch of empty space off in the distance? I think that might just actually be suddenly a bunch of empty space off in the distance. Yeah, that wand worked pretty well. Okay, and we have things on platforms. Let me out. Heal. Unleash projectiles. Yeah, those are iron tier spawners, so they're spawning quicker. And from further away as well, it looks like. Okay. Get me up there. And spawners have double detection range. Drops 0.5. Just delete. Attempted to heal, dying to full damage. Of course. Let's maybe wait here for a few more seconds so I get the extra shields and everything as well. There you go. Okay. Get me out of here, please. To the exit. Can I back out of range of that spawner? Not very easily, no. damage numbers are real cool as well. Again, I've got no idea how they managed to achieve that one. Probably something armor stand magic. Oh. Oh, let me across. Get out of here. Torch. Break. Hide. And maybe shoot some stuff. Or heal this way. That'll work. Get me out. So, I do like all the mechanics. Could have probably introduced them to me a little bit more slowly. Because this is not a trivially easy map, and I got bombarded with pretty much everything straight away. Immediately we have a different damage system, different enchants, we have a elemental system, we have a wand system, we have a currency bar. All the different spawners and mobs are dropping different amounts of currency. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Oh yes, different weapon types as well. The pick is a different weapon type. And these. There's a lot of stuff going on in this map. It's all being thrown at me at once. Smite 3. Ring. Let's do that one. Placeholder relic. 5 damage amulet? No, I think I prefer the thing that's giving me increased currency drops. With a 5% damage, which isn't even that much. We have a leaf blade. It does nature damage. Somehow. The will of life to persist in the most catastrophic of weathers and harshest of environments. Sure, now I have both fire dagger and leaf dagger. Oh, and we have a rusty greatsword as well. After being hit, execute the enemy if they have less than 10% health remaining. Increases by 10% per additional level up to a maximum of 50. I believe that is extremely similar to an enchant that Monumenta has. That does basically the same thing. Very cool nonetheless. Right, can I do with anything of any of this? I can if I have a second fire blade, second leaf blade. I can enchant an ice dagger. I'm not terribly sure that's worth it. The pickaxe would be nice if I could get enough currency for that one. But I think I would like to reforge that sword. Seems like a solid thing to do. And maybe let's hit some more arrows as well. And then I think I'm fine on everything else. For now. You go in there, and you. This now has Bloodthirsty 7, Executioner 2, Rampaging 2. Rampaging after killing an enemy gain 50% damage for 1 second per level of Rampaging. Cannot exceed the duration granted by the enchantment. so it doesn't stack past what the enchantment has, basically. Yeah, you can do the things from in here, and they did also recommend a mod, which presumably makes all this stuff easier to read somehow. But I didn't feel like installing mods for a single mod when everything is here. Frozen, Magic Shield, yeah, I've seen all of that before. Well, hotbar full of weapons. Let's wait around here for a second. Let this doohickey do its thing. With its fancy custom model. And the sword is also good because it has no elemental shenanigans going on, so we don't have to worry about whether it's more or less effective against certain enemies, so that's nice. Anything that reduces the cognitive load is appreciated. Yes, Gizmo has discovered Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is good. I think it's like second highest in my Steam games playtime. Poison sure does rack up. Water breathing. Cool. Well, I do have a helmet that gives aqua affinity and respiration, so that works for me. Yep. Mm-hmm. The sword kills stuff. What the? Well, that wiped out all of my health. And that wiped out the rest of it. I was not aware that those were reduced fuse creepers, as well as being charged creepers. Now I am. As is said, 9 times out of 10, when people complain, hey, why's X map not working in the CTM Discord? It is because they are not using vanilla. So, yeah. That is why I use vanilla. The amount of times you actually need a mod to play a map is very, very low. So I just kind of don't. It has happened before, though. Oh, hi. I think the only time I can remember is Witty's gem map needed a mod pack. But that was also a whole bunch of mods, not just one. That was cool. Don't think I'm gonna have any way of disabling this spawner. No, there we go. Got him. That air bar seemed very seamless as well. It definitely has more than 20 segments. I wonder how that one's done then. There are many things I have no idea how to... make work. But this map somehow makes work. Objective item. We have a unique spell. We have a legendary helmet. We have a guy who sells more things. I can boost the Ring of Strength. I can get a bunch of ice and water related spells for the wand. I could get a wand that has elemental affinities on it. But I don't have enough currency to do really any of that, sadly. I'll take the cool helmet, though. Crumbling Wave 2, Protection 2. What the heck is Crumbling Wave? Enchantments, Echo, Bloodthirsty. Reduce enemy aqua defense by 10 per level when hit for 3 seconds. Sure. You know, I don't really think the map is going to be long enough for me to need to look at any of these things too in depth. If this was a full-length map, I would. But it is 3 objectives. And apparently not especially long ones at that. Well, that's useful. The trader comes back with me. Well, that makes you, more useful now, doesn't it? I could install this, but then I need to have this armor in particular. Well, no, just this helmet being on, I think, works. Let's do it then. Lombard, off you go. And we have an Icicle Impale. Let's keep one water breathing around, though I probably won't need it. So this looks like... a much more fancy particle-y version of Monumentus Mana Beam, basically. And it's ice. So that's nice. Cool. Pretty cool, one would say. Yeah, it slows them all right down. They do seem to be pretty fast at regular speed as well, so that is quite useful. Is that strong against... Somehow both strong and weak against nature. Weak against ice. Well, that's good. If I'm reading the symbols correctly, that is, and there's no guarantee of that. Creeper Reaper. Diffuser does more damage to creepers and ghasts, apparently. And uncharges charged creepers. Pardon? That looks pretty good. Well, if we come across a bunch of creepers, I have the ideal counter weapon now. Yeah, and we have leaf armor. And we have more tokeny majiggies. Nature's poison. Crumbling leaves. No armor stat, though. They're just plus max health. Speed damage plus max health. Crumbling leaves reduces nature defense when hit. Inflict damage over time. Affected enemies take 10% of the natural damage taken per level per second for 2 seconds. Only occurs when nature damage is dealt. Additionally, reduces nature defense for 10 for the duration of the effect. Basically improves the leaf blade. Is what I'm reading there. Well, I have a lot of health all of a sudden because of the armor, so let's do that. And now this should be... well, maybe. Some of the extra damage over time. I think the broadsword is still better, though. This does more flat damage. Like so. The skeletons, I think, were weak to fire, which would make sense. Okay, that looks a little bit sketchy. We got void. We got the void! Yeah, weak to fire, strong to ice, I think. I suppose seems to be doing well enough. There's a little bit of punch as well, I see. A little bit of punchiness. Okay, that's a lot of skeletons. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of punchiness. There's one. Oops. Can't shift while I'm using that, otherwise it doesn't use it. Closes the menu instead. Whoop! 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 Well then. Now we get to see how the grave mechanic works with the void. Looks like it put it fairly up close to the top. Clearly, this is just for grave testing purposes. Of course, of course. Okay. Oh, there's another one over there. And an annoying spot. Just to be annoying. Torch. Break. Obtained. Flame chopper. It's a better one of these, basically. Should be useful against some of the leaf mobs one would expect. All of its fieriness. Well, hopefully I don't come across anywhere that needs a bunch of bridging, because I am out of blocks. Cave spiders. And regular spiders. This sword must be shears. Interesting. It's shears, alright. With 14 MBT tags. Curious, curious. Lots of spiders below me. Space over there looks relatively safe. Rat. Hoped I could one-hit kill that cave spider before it got to me. Didn't work. Have a green helmet. Lights, lights, lights. Ooh, more tokens. Hello? +2 luck. Well, okay then. You really don't see luck very often. I guess these are randomly generated barrels somehow? Maybe. Health, money, mana. What do I get if I have the full set? More nature's poison, elemental affinity, leaf damage. I'd rather have the armor toughness, and other such stuff. Hello. Cool. Excuse me? There they go. There's a lot of stuff coming down from this hill. Right. Archer go. Oh dear. It's still here. Can't see it. You go. That's a creeper. Give me my anti-creeper creeper. It is an anti-creeper weapon indeed. Diffused. Oh, well, I can just one-hit kill them with the sword as well. Well, that kind of takes away some of the excitement now, doesn't it? Ah. What a lot of useless spiders. What you all doing up on that ceiling? Nothing that's gonna stop me. Torches! Yapple arrows. Don't need the other torch making supplies. We have plenty of torches. Okay, torch around. Torch over there. Evergreen Scouts, those are new. Yeah. So all the cobwebs. Fortunately, I have the perfect weapon. Even better than a sword. Shears. Snip, snip. It's down the suspiciously already well-lit passage then. Bronze. Right, let's ditch some nice armor in here. Oh, I have 2 leaf blades now. I can combine those. Green bed. That's a bunch of good stuff. Give me that entire barrel. I can't go any further. The enemies are too overwhelming. I've hidden treasures nearby beneath a bright lime carpet. Seek them, adventurer, if you need my help. Look for bright lime carpet in amongst greenery. Got it. Diffused. More leaf blades. All of that junk. should probably head back with all of this stuff. Do have a lot of currency to spend. I do have a couple of things that I can also whack together. I need the empty barrel. How long is this path? Pretty long. Oop. Don't mind if I do. That's a lot of gold spawners. Okay, yeah. Let's not go right over there. Let's head back. No spawner left behind. And then this way. Not that far back, really, in the grand scheme of things. Pretty short walk. Helps that I have a bunch of speed as well. Right. Leaf blades, I have a few. Whack all of those together. Torch. Block. Used bronze scythe. Don't think I want. Creeper scythe I will keep around though. Right, now what do I want to do with the currency? I'm very tempted by the pick. Might go for the pick. We could upgrade this again. Make it do a lot more nature's poison tick damage. I could upgrade the bow. Could do flame and some fire element. Don't think anything from here is really useful anymore. Tri-beam could potentially be fun. No, I think I'm gonna go fairly boring, to be honest. A fairly boring, but probably effective option. Pick upgrade. Gives it an efficiency too. And you know what? It's a bit early, but I think I'm going to end it here. The map's supposed to be around so long. Let me double check. Map is supposed to be... Yeah, it doesn't say, actually. I thought it said how long it was supposed to be somewhere around here, but it doesn't. Oh well. Yeah, I think you're gonna leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe. Until next time. Moonlight tomorrow. I will see you soon. Machine whirring noises intensify.